everybody. I'm Danielle from Pro World, and as you can see, we are here at home still, and I have my wonderful camera behind the camera.
Good October. Hi, guys.
He's in a little out of a mood today, but thank you all for tuning in today. So as always, let us know where you're calling in from, how you're doing, where you're checking in from, how you're doing, say hi. And I have Gianna over there in my vision. You want to say hi real quick?
Yeah.
Right.
Texas, South Carolina, Virginia in the house.
She's getting ready to go back to virtual learning. I guess you have a little bit of a break at the moment.
I can't get on.
If the camera is bumped, it's because Gigi is crawling past the camera currently.
Hey!
Hello from Florida, Oregon. There she is.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, go handle that and log in, please. There you go. Say goodbye to everybody.
Lawton, Oklahoma.
Oh, bye.
Whoa.
No,
Niceville, Florida. Nice.
all
Detroit,
right.
Michigan, Oregon. I hope you guys are okay with all the smoke up there in California and Oregon.
Yes, it has been pretty bad.
Oh, I miss Mississippi. Hey, Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI.
That's like from when you were a kid. That's
Yes,
how
it
you
was.
memorized it. The only way to do it is to sing the song.
That's it.
All right. So if you don't know already, we are going to be printing onto our polymer mugs. Way better than ceramic mugs because they are plastic and not breakable. So that is the best feature of all. I've gone ahead and jumped a few seasons ahead to do Christmas movies and hot chocolate. Of course, in my household, Christmas movies are watched absolutely on Hallmark Channel whenever my mom comes over, and she watches them with Gianna. So that's always a family favorite. So we're going to make mugs this year, so that way we have them. All right, so we're good because people are coming in and chiming in.
Yep. Arizona, Mississippi, Arkansas, Brooklyn.
We have two styles of mugs. We have a tall latte, which is this one, and this is glossy. And then we have the small 11-ounce mug that has a matte finish to it. So two different styles, but both are really give you a nice finish and are nice and non-breakable. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is set your heat press up. We have our 3-in-1 press with us today. This is the TransPro 3-in-1. We have our temperature set at 350 degrees, and we're pressing it for 240 seconds. When you're using this mug press, or any mug press actually, for printing these mugs, you do need this metal insert. This is going to allow the mug to hold its shape during the printing process because you're at such a high temperature. So absolutely needed. This one for the latte, it slides right in, and then this one for the 11-ounce, just like that. And that is how you're going to put it into the mug press. Okay. Any questions yet?
Nope. But Rich Dixon said he loves Christmas movies.
Oh, yay.
And Melanie is writing in from Oregon. She said they did get a little bit of rain last night. So
Oh, rain is good.
that's good.
All right, so I have printed on my TextPrint R paper. I'm using my Sawgrass Virtuoso printer. I mirrored this image, and this is the exact same image that I have on the mug. As you can see, the colors on your print are much kind of desaturated, not brilliant color. You're only going to get the true color when it's printed. So your true color will come out. That's what's on the mug. When it comes out from the printer, don't worry about this color so much. It's going to change as soon as you heat it up to this one. All right, so I put 2 on my sheet, and then I cut my sheet. And then I'm just going to trim it up a little bit so I can fit it nicely on my mug.
Latricia asks, do you sell the press for the 20-ounce tumblers?
Press for 20-ounce tumblers. I guess it really depends. Is the tumbler? It depends on what that tumbler is. If it's like a latte style, or if it's the straight tumbler, or the one with the larger top half and the little bottom half. So that's gonna be a difference. So I don't know if you need the standard heating element or if you need the latte style heating element.
She says straight.
So it's straight. So you'll probably be fine with this one. This can do, I believe it's 3.5 inches wide. So if you're checking the diameter of that product, then you can do 3.5.
Good morning, LA. Jody asks, how is it serving hot liquids in them versus ceramic ones?
They're very thick. So it's just the same, I would imagine, as you would feel in the ceramic mug. Because it has, I don't have a comparison to the ceramic, but obviously you're going to feel just a little bit, just like you do a ceramic mug, but it's not going to be too hot that you can't handle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just set this up to print, and I have my tape here. Just going to cut 2 pieces just so I can do one on each side.
All right, really quickly, Terry says, for the taller one, does it need a different attachment in my mug press?
So we are working with a 3-in-1 mug press, which comes with all 3 heating elements. You have the standard, the small latte, and then the large latte. So the large latte heating element is what you're going to use for these taller mugs.
Okay, and Dar, sorry if I'm messing up your name, says, will you ever have tall latte ceramic mugs, even though they're breakable, available?
At this time, probably not. We do like to keep our ceramic styles limited because of the breakable factor. So at this time, I wouldn't say that we're going to be adding those, no.
Rich asks, are these mugs found on the website?
Yes, absolutely. Under the drinkware section is where you can find them. And they're all listed there. They're also under the new product section as well, if you wanted to kind of take a glance at that section. All right, so once I have my paper and print all lined up, I'm just going to tape both edges. Make sure I lined it up. I just moved it a little. All right, that looks good. Okay, you're going to place this right in here. And you're going to, oh, maybe it would help if I didn't have it all closed all the way. You're going to slide it right in, and you're just going to close and lock. Make sure you're even. I usually like to push down on the, oh, I don't have the metal insert. How come nobody told me that?
Nobody's paying attention.
There we go. Metal insert is absolutely needed. All right, so put it in where you need it, close and lock. So the most important thing is that you have everything lined up. I don't know if you can kind of zoom in, but that you have.
Hold on. I'm sorry. No,
light
they're saying the
keeps
lighting. It's the lighting going in and out. I'm
Oh,
sorry about
sorry.
that.
I can see it.
It's just, it's weird setup how it's going in and out. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, so just make sure that you are within the, kind of that the mug is within that heating element. So there's like a little space here and a little space here for the overlap. And we're at 240 seconds. So we're just going to keep that time going until it's all done.
Oh, sorry.
You zoomed in too close?
No, I zoomed in, but then my thing was acting up. Okay, we got some questions here. Terry asks, do the stainless steel stemless wine cups require a different attachment?
They're going to be used, you're going to use a standard heating element for that one because you can only print up to the part where it doesn't bulge out. So that's at that 3-inch area. So you'll use the standard one for that, for those.
Okay, and Chris asks, are polymer mugs a plastic type of mugs?
Yes, they are plastic. I don't know if you can.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Karen. I apologize.
Plastic, yes. They're plastic style.
And Chris asks, will you ever do waterside products?
Water slide. Probably, well, I don't know. We haven't tested water slide. I've seen it a couple of times, but I haven't really worked with it. So that could be a product that we could bring in the future. But as of right now, no, we don't have water slide.
Sabrina says, I have the same mug press. Can I get an attachment to do the 20-ounce skinny tumblers?
So the 20-ounce skinny tumblers, if you're trying to do the full tumbler, you have already exceeded the heating element size. So your skinny tumblers I think they're about this big, and you only have an area of this width to print. So if you're wanting to do full coverage for the skinny tumbler, you'd have to do it in your convection oven. That's going to be the only option for the skinnies.
All right. Diana asks, is that Sublimation Print?
Yes. These are sublimated prints. We used our Sawgrass SG 400 with Sublejet HD ink. We're on text print paper. We did mirror the image, and then we put it on our mug, and we're heat pressing it.
Okay. Salithia, said that name right, I think. What is the worst thing that would happen if you didn't use the insert?
These would get misshapen. So when you close them on your heat press with the pressure that you're needing for these, it will just kind of squish. It's kind of like making the plastic heated up, so it will kind of take it off of that nice round shape that it has.
Okay, and Terry says, so you buy the insert separately?
Yes, the inserts are sold separate.
Okay. Pete says, how do you sublimate on the inside?
You don't. I'm sorry. Unless, you could potentially do it if you had a convection oven and you put the prints on the inside, because these are coated all the way around. So it is actually, if you have that ability and you have that convection oven, you can do a full wrap and inside if you wanted, but that's your only option is if you had that convection. Okay.
Karen says, is there a way to use a wrap in a convection oven for the stemless wine glass?
The way to use a wrap. I didn't have. Sorry. Hold on. I lost my thought here, but I will get back to you. All right. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, so go back to her question. I'm sorry.
So her question was, is there a way to use a wrap in a convection oven for the stemless wine glasses?
What you would do in a convection oven is actually use it's like a vacuum seal bag. That's going to allow you to kind of do a vacuum wrap on it, so you don't need like a rubber wrap that we have like for the 3D vacuum press. So using the silicone and the paper, and possibly you might need a silicone sheet in between, but that's going to allow you to do it in the convection oven.
Okay. Terry says, do these come with cardboard box with supports individually?
No, these come just like this. So ordered, they have a bag wrapped around, and then they're ready to, they're sold individually like that.
All right. And Jacqueline says, you don't need a Teflon sheet to cover the mug?
Nope, you don't need the Teflon sheet for these. You can do it if you find that your heating element is dirty or you're not wrapping your mug all the way around, then you can absolutely use the Teflon sheet because it's just a protection sheet for your heating element. So you can use it if you need.
Okay. And Terry says, is there a bundle for the different styles press attachments?
So this already comes together as the TransPro 3-in-1 mug press. So that is the product. We have another mug press that just has the standard mug heating element. So that's a different heat press. So this one comes with all three though.
Okay. And Sherry says, the image on the website shows a photo on the inside.
So that you'd have to use with a convection oven.
Okay.
So if you're doing the mug press, not an option, unfortunately, for the inside, but the convection oven, you'd be able to do that.
All right, let me get back to this because I missed that. Your mug here. Yeah. Focus. There we go. Yeah. Looks good. Looks bright and dark. Oh my gosh.
Did I move it?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
You're fine. You're fine. Okay. All
But
right.
I don't know if you can see, because we're not going to do this style mug today because it has a different heating element on it. But I don't know. Hopefully you can kind of see the matte finish of it versus the glossy. Can you
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
pick that up? And these kind of, even though there isn't a texture, it feels like there's a little bit of a texture on it. But they are absolutely smooth. They have a nice smooth surface to them.
Okay. Janet. Okay, Janet says Sabrina. Okay, she was talking to somebody else. All right. Terry says I have the standard, so I'm looking to add attachments. Can that be done on my standard?
Yes, absolutely. If you already have the TransPro mug press, you can purchase the separate heating elements. They're individually sold on our website. If you go under the heat press and then accessories, then you can add, we have the small latte, the large latte, and we have a shot glass heating element as well. So all of those are compatible with the TransPro mug press.
Shots. Okay. Maria says, how much does it cost?
The mug press?
Yeah, no, the shots. Yeah.
You know what? I X'd out of that. I think on my phone I had it up, but I didn't look at it. If Jess can.
Yep, she put it up.
Perfect. So Jess is already ahead of me on that one. Thank you. So just click on that link and that will show you the prices for the mug press.
And Cynthia asks, what size are those mugs?
So this is the 17 ounce and then 11 ounce.
And then Marquita asks, can you use these mugs in a convection oven?
Yes, you can.
And Rick Dixon, no relation to Merle, where did you get the print on the mug?
So this print I actually got from Design Bundles. So I purchased this art file. So you can definitely go there for the design bundles. This one was also purchased from them. I believe it was some type of font. And this one, I don't remember. Sorry. That one, I had that one a while ago. When we did the dog scarves, that's where I picked that design up from. Okay. So that was a couple months ago now. But Design Bundles is where I really do find a lot of great designs. You can purchase right there. It's super simple and easy. And they have like really fun, cute little sayings.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to mess his name up. I'm sorry. Tashilia. She says, I use a shrink wrap for shot glasses, sublimation, and convection oven.
Yes, definitely. That's absolutely a great option.
And Terry said she was hoping they came in a bundle.
The mugs themselves in a bundle?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know how many are in a case. If you send us an email, I can look into that to find out how many come in a case that would just be sold to you like that. We do individually box the ceramic ones because they have such a high risk of breaking. But since these don't really have that high risk, we don't have them individually boxed like that. But at least if you know like what the case is, then you can get that whole case delivered instead.
Okay.
But send us service@proworldinc.com. Just send us that email. I'll check that out for you.
All right. Gladys says, where on the website is the shot glass attachment? I couldn't find it.
If you go under heat presses and then heat press accessories, they should all be within that section for you. As long as we have it in stock. I'm going ahead of myself. I'm assuming that they're in stock.
Questions are coming in so rapidly. Ooh. Jennifer says, what's the largest mug or tumbler can you press with this press?
It really depends on that style of tumbler. All of the ones that we sell on our website can absolutely fit in our mug press. But when you're going to different manufacturers and they offer different styles and sizes and types. You just have to make sure that the diameter is okay for that particular tumbler or mug, that it will fit in the 3-in-1 mug press or in the standard mug press. The other thing that you want to take note of is usually the manufacturer that you purchase it from will tell you the expectations of how to print the product. So whether it needs to go in a 3D vacuum press, if it needs to go in a convection oven, or the settings for the mug press, that will be your best guide to know what heat press or what oven you'll need for that item.
Okay. Pete says, is their website designbundles.com?
Design bundle. I want to say .net, but it could be .com. But just type in design bundles and it'll come up for you.
Okay. And Terry asks, if I got the large latte press attachment, would that work for the skinny large ones?
The large skinny for these? Yes, absolutely. The large latte heating element is what I use for this size mug.
Okay. And then Rick asks, when printing on mugs, should I do the image on both sides or just one?
You know, you can do the image on one side, both sides. It really is your personal preference. Like this one was wrapped all the way around. Just keep in mind, you do have limits when you're using the mug press. You have to be about 1 inch off the handle. Once you go too far, like if you ventured in closer, it'll start to just kind of fade off because it doesn't have enough heat in this section. So your ink won't transfer fully. So you can do front, you can do the back side, you can do the whole thing. So those are all just different options for you.
Jacqueline says she has that heat press. Can you show me how to do the settings, please?
Yeah. So let me spin it around here.
Hot. Tracy, thank you. It's designbundles.net.
Oh, thank you. Oh, did I just unplug?
No, you're still plugged. It's just,
Oh, okay. It flashed real quick.
I think your thing is off. Zoom in.
Okay, so you're gonna hit the set button.
It doesn't work.
It's a weird angle
It's
here.
working.
Set, and then the up and down arrows to get your time right, or your temperature, I'm sorry. So 350, and then hit set again. And then for your time, you just go ahead and just up and down arrows to get you the time you need and set. So that locks it in. You hit set, your temperature, and then set again, and then do the same for your time. That set button is really what's gonna hold you in for what you set it at. And then when you're rotating these out, I guess if we're done printing, I can kind of show that.
I believe so.
You turn off your press, and then you're just going to just be mindful. This is hot for me, so we're just gonna wing it here. You take off these.
Feeling hot.
Yes, very feeling hot. You take off the screws on all 4 of them, and then you're able to rotate out to the next heating element that you need.
Would you like a glove or something?
No, this will be fine.
Okay. Terry asks, have you guys considered the color changing mugs?
You know, I've seen them, but it's hard. I think it would be hard to kind of get them to work all the time. I haven't tested with them. Is that something, that you've seen on other sites, or have you used them? Because I have not personally used them. So let us know. We are always looking to add new products. Obviously, there's a full line of Polymer products. So, there's different things that we're adding, to kind of just expand our offerings. Let me just put that over there. So if it is something that, you want to see, definitely send us an email, mention it here. That way we can, look into that and get that added if that's something that you're interested in. Okay, so I'm going to get this back to the standard.
She said no, just on Amazon.
Okay.
She said she will order them and let you know.
Perfect. Okay, so once you get your other heating element in here, then you're just going to line up. There's little holes that are in here for your screws, so just line everything up.
Mhm.
And then you can ask me any questions while I'm doing this because it's not.
All right, no questions came in just yet. If you guys have any questions while she's doing this, fire away.
I feel this is taking me back to when we were putting the vinyl things together. Okay.
I will ask the questions as they come. All right, Janet says, we'll love to see you carry the 12-ounce skinny can holders used for the popular hard seltzer cans.
Wait, used for the what? I'm sorry?
The popular hard seltzer cans, the skinny cans.
Oh, the skinny cans.
Yeah.
I was going to say we did get this style in, but this one, we had this one to kind of look out from a manufacturer, but that's not the skinny one. It's the standard. I didn't know that there was a skinny one out there.
Yeah.
But we definitely could include that in our inventory, and I can definitely look for the skinny ones as well.
Terry says, if I get the large latte attachments, will it work on a normal latte mug?
The normal latte mug, the 12 ounce, the smaller style, would need that smaller latte heating element. So you do need the different heating elements for it. Okay.
T says, can you use rhinestones on them?
On a mug?
Sure.
I've never tried. I'm sure you probably could if you didn't wash them. But I've never tried to put a rhinestone on a mug surface. Okay, so once you have your heating element, then you're going to plug it in to this part, and then just kind of screw this on here. All right, so now we're all set. And the last part of it that you'll do is just, you'll have to double check your pressure. Now the mugs are the opposite from what you would think when you're checking pressure. So let me just get this blank one here.
Rick says, I have the Epson printer with sublimation ink. What paper do you recommend?
You would use the TexPrint XPHR paper for that one.
Yep.
Okay, so this is kind of at a pretty heavy pressure. So to lessen the pressure, you're actually going to turn it to the right. And that pulls the screw this way. And then you're able to lessen the pressure. So to the right will lessen it and pull the heating element this way. To the left will tighten it. So a little opposite from, the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. But as you're doing it, you can really see as it's turning which way that screw is going. So this way we're closing it in to tighten that pressure for you. And that's how you do it. All right. Any other questions?
Tell me about it, dog. No.
Our dog is yawning. I guess he's tired of hearing me talk.
No other questions currently. Really? He wants to go outside, that's why. Right, hold on. Kim asks, are these currently in stock and how much?
Yes, they're absolutely in stock. And I'm sure Jess has already put up the link for them. So she can just repeat that link for you because that will show you the price point for them.
Jacqueline says, thank you so much. And Rick says, when selling these mugs, when selling these mugs, what price would you sell for?
It really depends on the market and where you're at with these. You kind of want to do it based on, what people in your area would buy them for and what market you're selling them in. So if you're, going to a vendor event, you could probably get a little bit more money. If you're selling them online as well, you could probably get a little bit more. If you're going to a flea market, that's probably a bit you can't get nearly as much as if you were at a vendor event or, selling online. So it really does depend on where you're selling them at and what your area is willing to pay for them.
Okay. Rose says, sorry, I missed it. Might have missed it, but what temp and how long?
So we're at 350 degrees for 240 seconds.
And Hilda says, what is the pressure you use?
So we use a medium pressure, and just make sure that you always have your metal insert inside the mug while printing, so that way it will keep the shape for your mug. And just be mindful, it's very hot when it comes out.
And Janet says, for those seltzer cans,
Yes.
they'll be a huge seller since these drinks are so popular right now.
And I'll have to look into that because I'm assuming that this one is too big because this is like a standard can cooler size. So I'll look for those skinnier ones and see what I can find. And we just lost a light.
Wow, hit that thing. Yes, we did. We lost the light. No, hit the thing. You moved it. There you go. Thank you. I just joined in. Is it possible to tell me about the type of mug this is? Says Grandma Taz.
So these are polymer mugs. They are kind of a form of plastic, if you can hear that. So not breakable, which is ideal. And they come in a glossy tall latte and a matte standard mug. So these are the two options of the style of mugs that we have for the polymer.
And Terry says, what is that? I'm sorry, you see something I don't see? Okay, there she says, sorry, I must have missed the silver thing. Oh, the silver.
The can cooler. This is just another product that we were considering selling. Somebody had mentioned, asked about the can cooler for the skinnies. So we'll look for this size and that smaller size can cooler to add to our website in the future.
Okay, I was gonna say, Terry, if you see something, say something. Okay, if you see something we don't see. Okay, all right. That's it for the questions, and we have a pouty Gianna in the corner there.
Oh, you can see her?
Yes, I can see her.
Oh.
You're not invisible.
You're now.
And she did. I still see your head though. It's okay. Okay.
Virtual learning has gotten the best of her with
Yes, it has.
logging in today.
Okay.
It's been a rough day.
Terry also says, do they come in white?
These?
Yes.
Yes. We can get them in white as well. So that was part of a new thing that we're trying to add to the website. So it seems like you are pretty interested in the product. So I don't foresee any issue for carrying it. So we'll throw that up on the website when we get them in.
And those also can be sublimated on, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. These are for sublimation. So they come in the silver and the white. And then they have, like, this insert comes out. And then you sublimate without the insert.
Okay. All right.
All right. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. And I love all of the questions. Keep those coming each week. It's great to, to answer them live with you. So that way we get all your questions answered. And if you have any questions additional, you can always just email us in or give us a call. We'll be happy to answer them for you. And thank you all so much for watching. See you next week.
Ooh.